Good morning, students. Welcome to class 6, subject mathematics, chapter 5, understanding elementary shapes. This is your lecture number 4. First of all, we will quickly recapitulate that we have learned in our lecture number 3. In lecture number 3, we have done when clock is given to us, two hands are given to us. It starts from 4 and it will stop at 7. Then you have to tell the number of right angles it made. See, if the difference is of 3 numbers, as in this case, from 4 to 5, 1 number, 5 to 6, 2 number, 6 to 7, 3 number. If the difference is of 3 numbers, then it will make one right angle. And if the difference is of 6 numbers, then it will make 2 right angles. In the same way, if the difference between 2 numbers is 9, then it will make 3 right angles. This we have done. Another thing that we have done in lecture number 3 is that in the direction clock, if we are facing, first of all, see the direction clock. This is our direction clock. Now suppose we are starting facing towards east, okay, and we move up to north. Now you have to tell how many right angles do we make from east to north, and we are moving clockwise. So the difference between two directions will make one right angle. From east to south will make one right angle, south to west will make two right angles, and when we are moving from west to north we are making three right angles. That means if we are facing towards east and move up to north, we are moving three right angles. Okay? But what you have to keep it in your mind, that whether we are moving clockwise or anti-clockwise. Next we have done that starting time is given to us, that our clock hand is at, suppose it is at 1. Okay, our hand of the clock is at 1 and it turns to 2 right angles where it will stop. See children, you have to keep it in your mind that right angles will depend on the difference between two numbers of the R hand. Okay, the difference of R hand is, it must be of 3 numbers. So if our hand is at 1 and it is asked that if it makes 2 right angles, where it will stop. That means start from 2. From 1 to 2, 1 number, 2 to 3, 2, and 3 to 4, 3. Up to 4 it is making one right angle. In the same way, when you move 4 to 5, 1, 5 to 6, 2, and 6 to 7, 3. That means it will stop at 7 when it will start from 1 and take 2 right angles. Okay, one right angle means the difference of 3 numbers. That's it. Now today we will learn how to measure the angles with the help of protractor. Have you all seen the protractor? What is the protractor? Let me show you. See, this is the protractor. Okay? In our easy language, many times we call it as a D also. This is a protractor. Now, what is the degree to measure an angle? An angle is measured always in degree. Unit is degree. Okay? Angle measured in degree. And this is the sign of degree, a small 0. Fine. Angle we always measured in degree. Suppose it is a 90-degree angle, then how we will write down? We will write it like this. 90-degree. Fine. Now I am going to tell you how to measure an angle with the help of protractor. See, in this protractor, this is the center point that you can see. Here is from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and up to here it is 180. And here also here is 10 and it is moving like this up to 180. Now suppose you want to measure an angle ABC. Let me make one angle ABC for you. We always make angle with the help of pencil and scale. I am using here pen so that it is visible to you clearly. Okay. This is our angle ABC. You have to measure this angle with the help of protractor. First of all, how we will write down it? We can write down angle ABC as like this. Angle ABC. Vertex will always come in the center. Or we can write down it as a angle CBA also. Now again vertex is in the center. Or we can write down it as only angle B. This you have learned in your previous class. Now how we will measure it? Place the protractor so that the midpoint of the protractor lie on the edge of the angle. Okay, that is vertex B. This is the midpoint of the protractor. You have to place it like this, that it's this edge, black line, lie on your BC. Okay, and this center point will be on the vertex B. Now adjust the protractor so that BC is along the straight edge of the protractor. Don't be like this. Don't tilt the protractor. It will be like this only. Okay. So that BC line is along the straight edge of the protractor. Okay. After that, there are two scales that I have shown you on the protractor. Read that scale which has 0 degree mark coinciding with the straight edge, that is BC. Where is your pen mark? Here na? So here we have to see the 0 degree. 0 degree is on the other side also. But that we will not see. We will see this 0 degree. Okay? Because here is our baseline. Baseline is our in this direction. So we will see this 0 degree. Now move from 0 to 10, 20, 30, 40. And it is in between 40 and 50. Okay. So it is 45 degree. Okay. See one more angle I have made. This is angle POQ. Now we have to measure this angle. Okay, angle POQ. Again, keep the center point of the protractor, this center point. Okay, keep this center point on the O, on the vertex of the angle. Vertex you all know. Like this. Okay, and adjust your protractor so that your OQ line, this OQ line is along the straight edge of the protractor. Okay, you have to adjust the protractor so that both the lines coincide on them. They overlap. Now start reading from 0 degree. Don't directly jump that where your angle lies. It will create mistake. Okay. Always start from 0 degree Here is 0 degree, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. After 90, then 100, 110. It lies between 110 and 120. What will come between 110 and 120? It is 115. Okay, so how you will write down? You will write down angle POQ equal to 115 degree. Clear? See more questions. Now see, I have made angle in the opposite direction now. This is your angle AOB. You have to measure the angle O. Okay? Place the protector like this, center point on the vertex, center point of the protector. Okay, and this baseline of the protector will lie on your pen baseline, or we can say pencil baseline. Now start reading. Now tell me which 0 you will see. This 0, here is 10 degree and here is also 10 degree. So which 0 degree you will see? You will see this one. Why? Because your baseline is going towards this direction, towards your left hand. Okay, in earlier questions, your baseline is towards your right hand side. So we have seen the 0 degree of right hand side. Now your baseline is towards left hand side. So you will see your left hand side 0 degree. See very carefully. Again I am saying don't directly jump to the angle. Start from 0 degree, then move step by step. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And it is not completely 65. Between 60 and 70, but it is not completely 65. It is nearly 63 or 64 degree. So we will write down angle AOB equal to 63 degree. Fine. Angle can be in any way. It can be like this also. Now suppose you have to measure this angle. Okay. Let us give it name X, Y, Z. Now again place the protector. You can take any line as any ray as a baseline. See, I am taking XY as a baseline. Place the midpoint, center point of the protector on your baseline XY. Like this. Now see. Now tell me which 0 degree, from which 0 degree you will start? Where is your baseline? This one. There is no line. यहाँ पे तो कोई line नहीं है ना? So this 0 degree you will not see. You will start from here. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. 80 से 2 degrees कम है. So we can write down angle X, Y, Z is equal to 78 degree. Okay. See beta, 2-3 things are very important. First of all, when you are making any angle, you will make with the help of scale and pencil only. Okay. Always write down the degree sign. This degree is very important. Don't write down angle XYZ equal to 78. You will write down angle XYZ equal to 78 degree. And making this angle sign is also very important. This angle sign like this. Okay, angle A, angle B. This is also very important. Now see your today's homework. Your homework is to do exercise 5.4, question 1 to 9 and question number 11 in book. Means all the questions you have to do in book. only leave question number 10. Then there is no need to do. All the questions are very easy, beta. In this first question is, what is the measure of a right angle and a straight angle? That you all know. You can do it easily. Second is to say true and false. That measure of an acute angle is less than 90 degree. Obtuse angle is less than 90 degree. That you all know. Acute angle is less than 90. Obtuse angle is greater than 90. Okay. And here are some questions in which you have to measure the angles, which you will measure in the book itself. Now it's time for the homework solution of lecture number 3. So see the homework solution now. Your homework was to do exercise 5.2, question number 4 to 7. Your question number 4 was, what part of a revolution have you turned through if you stand facing? Okay, it is, first part is A, east, and turn clockwise to face north. East, let us make first of all one direction clock. North, south, west, east. Now in the first part it is, you are facing towards east here, okay, and turn clockwise to face north. Okay, then you have to tell what part of revolution you have turned. So east to south, south to west, and west to north. Means you have covered 3 right angles. That means it is 3/4 of the fraction. B part is, you are facing towards south here. You are facing towards south and turn clockwise to face east. Now south to west 1, west to north 2, and north to east 3. Here you have moved like this. Again you have covered 3 right angles. So you have covered the fraction 3/4. C part, you have stand facing towards west. Here towards west you are standing and turn clockwise to face east. Turn clockwise towards east here. So how many directions you have covered? You have covered 2 directions, north and east, okay, and 2 right angles. So 2 right angles means 2/4, and 2/4 we can write down as 1/2 also. So this is question number 5. Find the number of right angles turned through by the hour hand of a clock when it goes from, okay, you have to tell the number of right angles from 3 to 6, from 3 to 6. 3 to 6, differences of 3 numbers, so means 1 right angle. From 2 to 8, count differences of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 numbers, so it has covered 2 right angles. From 5 to 11, differences of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it is 5 to 11, it is 2 right angles. 10 to 1, 10 to 1, 1, 2, 3, differences of 3 numbers, so it has covered 1 right angle. 12 to 9, 12 to 9, when you count you will see that differences of 9 numbers, that means it has covered 3 right angles. And 12 to 6, from 12 to 6, here is the gap of 6 numbers, that means 2 right angles. Now see question number 6. How many right angles do you make if you start facing? First is south to west. How many right angles? Number of right angles you have to tell. South to west. Okay, you can see clearly that only 1 right angle. North to east, but it is given in the question anti-clockwise. North to east means we are not moving like this. okay, in the direction of the clock, anti-clockwise, like this. So how many right angles it has made? 1, 2, 3. It has made 3 right angles. West to west. When we are moving from west to west, one complete revolution. West से start किया, west पे आके खत्म कर दिया. West to west is one complete revolution, and it will make 4 right angles. South to north. South to north. Okay, so it will make 2 right angles. Fine. Now question number 7. Where will the hand of a clock stop if it starts from 6 and turn through one right angle? It starts from 6 and turn through one right angle in same clock I am telling you, in this clock. Okay, starts from 6. Here it is starting. Okay, and turns through one right angle. One right angle means the gap of 3. So turn from here. 1, 2, 3. So it will stop at 9. Starts from 8 and turn through 2 right angles. Starting from 8 and turns through 2 right angles. Yani 2 times the gap of 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 11. Then 1, 2, 3, 2. So it will reach up to 2. C part is, it starts from 10 and turns through 3 right angles. Start from 10 here and turns through 3 right angles. 1, 2, 3, 1 right angle. 1, 2, 3, second right angle. 1, 2, 3, 3 right angles. So it will stop at 7. D part, from 7, it starts from 7 and turns through 2 straight angles. Now right angles are not given. It is given straight angles from 7. Okay, and 2 straight angles. Straight angle means, one straight angle means 180 degree, and 2 straight angle means 2 times 180 degree. 180 plus 180, 360 degree, and 360 degree is a complete revolution. That means 2 times straight angle means that it will start from 7 and it will end also at 7. It will stop also at 7. Okay? Check your answer. If there is any mistake, do the correction work and start doing your homework. Thank you.